Okay. All right. So at least we are streaming. So if anybody misses anything, hopefully we don't miss too much, because I love that we are on live. And if anybody has any questions, they can always hop on. Welcome, Ty. So we're going to open up in prayer before we get started. Dear Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for another opportunity to connect as women. Dear God, we pray that the women that need to be on this call are here. We pray that the women that are going to watch the replay, God, will be touched, will be inspired, will connect to continue, God, to inspire, to encourage, to work their business. But not only that, God, to use this as an opportunity to connect with other women. May you continue to flourish, expand our business, expand our horizons, God, and help us to touch each and every single life, like Mary Kay asked. If there's somebody 5 feet in front of us, let us open our mouths and talk to them. So, dear God, you never know. We never know who this may encourage, who this may change their life, God. So we ask that you continue to bless our efforts, our area, as we head to Gold Circle. We pray that you bless our unit, Heavenly Father, as we head to Pink Cadillac. It's not even about the car, God, but it's about the women, the lives, the stories, the tears, oh God, the connections that we're going to make. God, we pray that you continue to encourage us, God. Show us, God, you in this business, God. Take ourselves out of it, but we put you in the midst and at the forefront of our business. We pray that you continue to encourage us, God, to keep on going. All these things we ask through your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. All right. Welcome, Ty. Welcome, Chilean. So this is being streamed. So if you have any team members, Ty, I love your hair, that missed or is missing this, please make sure you call them, encourage them to come on and watch or live. I would just shoot them a text and say, make sure you hop on live. I'm going to give you the opportunity. Why am I like fading in and out? I'm giving you the opportunity to share your win before I get into announcements. Anyone has any wins they'd like to share for the week? Could be big or small. We don't judge.
Yes, for sure. For sure. And I was sharing with family and friends today that just very grateful for this win where, and you often talk, Tanisha, about putting things out there, being very focused, being very deliberate. And I was very deliberate that I want to travel, go to new places. And that's my win for this week. I am booked. It's work related, but I'm booked to go to a Caribbean country I've never been before. And that's my goal, to go places that I've not yet been. And of course, I was sharing earlier that I'll be taking the MK opportunity with me as well. And just being there to share that in a different country with persons who are looking for that empowerment, who want to go to the next level, who want to be all they can be. And also the big part of it for me too is self-care. So that's my win, that on Monday, I will be going to Barbados.
Bring me back some flying fish and the Mount Gay rum. So that's the rum. The popular rum there is Mount Gay rum. It is yum. It has such a nice flavor.
Yes.
So enjoy. I'm excited. And I'm excited. They love Mary Kay over there, by the way. Love Mary Kay.
Yes.
As you know, that's where Natalia is from.
Oh, yes, yes.
She has family over there. So that's exciting. That's an exciting win. And Ty, do you have any wins you'd like to share?
Yes, it's small but important. It's sometimes you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, and I'm just thankful that we have a national who's also my director, who was there for me and helped put things in perspective. So without the connection of our sisterhood, we don't always think out logically, but because we do have other sisters who are encouraging and motivating us, that was a win. And plus I joined a fitness program at the Y. I found one that was for free that will help me on my way to recovery. And that starts at the end of February. So God's been good this week.
Yes, absolutely. That's great. in connection with what you said, Ty, I actually finished my fast on Monday. And that was when, I got the call regarding the Garlic Fest. And there was like another event that just out of the blue, the lady messaged me and said, I want to give you first opportunity. I had other people, but I wanted you first. And then there were 2 other lead events. So, I look at that and I'm like, God, you're just opening doors, and it is filling us so much that I'm able to extend to others. And that's what we're all about. So, what Chilean saying, really, what wait. But yeah, we want to extend that, whatever blessing we have, we're able to extend it to others. So I'm super excited about that. So thank you so much for sharing your wins.
And I'm just being humorous, just being, playing, put a spin on it by saying, what weight? I tell you, this week it seems like the weight is getting heavier and heavier, Ty. So yes. I can relate.
It's overflow. Yeah. As they say, get your bucket ready, right, Ty, for all the blessings.
That's true. I mean, the Lord puts us through these storms, and there's, he doesn't guarantee how it's going to be, but we will get through it. And, when it's something that's out of your control with other people, it's not easy, but there is going to be a rainbow at the end. So I just have to stay positive.
Absolutely. And just continue to see that. Just know that it's going to happen. Like whatever your goal is. And that's what we're here for. We're here to encourage. We're here to support you. And that's it. That's what sisters are for. All right. And so speaking of sisters, I wanted to just let you know what is coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow we have new consultant orientation, right, Ty? You want to just give us a download of what that's all about?
Sure. The new consultant orientation's actually for everyone. Maybe when you came into Mary Kay or into our unit that you weren't aware that there were these other resources available. So what we do is we try to fill in the holes to encourage you and motivate you. And if you are a new consultant and have questions, then that is a great time to ask those questions so we can assist you. And we try to motivate you, and it's just a great time once a month to get together. And if you haven't encourage you to do a goal poster, if you haven't done your goal poster, or if you haven't gone through the new consultant training, there might have been something you may have missed. Maybe your director or the person above you who recruited you forgot to tell you. I mean, there's so many different venues out there. We just want to be able to help you and guide all of our Mary Kay sisters just to succeed. So tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Awesome. Thank you, Ty. Yes. And then right after that, we have Family Fun Night. So that is once a month, and it is headed by a director each time, a different director. And so I hosted the last one. That one was a lot of fun. And so I'm excited to see what they're doing this time around for fun, right? It's a way for us to just kind of let loose a little bit, but also to get to know our sisters. Also, in addition to that, I am super excited to share so that you guys are aware how we closed our month out. And so that was our goal. Our goal was 15,000. We ended up 5,503. And I keep putting that we're gonna get there. We're gonna end up as Pink Cadillac unit, just like the All Good All Stars, right, Ty? It's actually fun when you are a Pink Cadillac unit, because not only the recognition, but when you talk to people about Mary Kay, imagine when they say, "Oh, did you earn the Pink Cadillac?" You can say, "Yeah, we actually earned it." So I'm actually looking forward to that. But this was our goal, and this is how we wrapped up January. We had 4 Golden Girls. We had 2 new team members. Of course, the goal is 15. We've done 11 before, so I know we can do 15. New Reds, we need 3 new Reds, Offspring Director, and On Target Car. And I know we can do this. And that's going to actually run right into the new Pacesetters program that Amy is going to be running And literally, it is like a mentorship program that you're getting for free. It's like high-level directorship, high-level training from one of our top nationals that's going to teach you, train you, but not only that, the accountability that it's going to come with. And so I have a selected few people that I'm actually going to be touching base with to do this with us, right? So the Pacesetters program, that's going to be coming up pretty soon. So you guys can look out for that. What I also wanted to share is that, here, let me just kind of show you really quick so that you guys can see the visual. So this is what I was talking about, the Pacesetters program. You literally have goals, you have the plan, you have actions, and it forces you to stay focused and to eliminate any distractions, because guess what? Distractions can rob you of your dream and your goal. And so this is how you're gonna, actually, Amy opened it up. I don't know if you saw, I know the flyer says it's for A+ achievers. However, Amy opened it up to everyone. So that's kind of nice. It's like you're getting this mentorship program for free without, because some of these programs can be very costly. And then of course we have, these are a couple of our other things that we're doing. And it's where you could win a Kate Spade bag. So anybody that you share the opportunity with, or if they join our MK family and start their own MK business, they get 5 entries. You know, these are just some of the options. And if you place a qualified order, you get 10 entries. So those are the entries for the Kate Spade bag. So I have a couple of my people that will get to be entered in this, some of my new team members that came on board. And of course, Road to Gold. And when you hear about gold, always think Gold Circle. The customers, they can be a part of it. They could win the help to win this bag. And how do they qualify? They get an entry for a share opportunity. So if you share the opportunity, if you have a new agreement, they have 5 entries and 10 entries when they have when you have a qualified, right? So that means you place at least 600 or more. So that's what qualified is. And we're just on a mission. We want to help women grow internally, externally, and eternally. And that's what I love about Mary Kay, is that we get to help them to get closer to Christ. And this is just a vehicle to do so. So these are the updates. And last but not least, I'm excited. I don't know if you're excited about this, the spring preview. And we do have our directors that are participating. I always love the new stuff. I get excited about that. And for some reason, I always end up with the color products. I don't know why. But it's like I'm always the last one to pick, and I always end up with all the color stuff or makeup stuff. So that is actually coming up on Monday the 6th, and you are going to get a sneak peek into the new stuff. And I don't know if you saw the new stuff, the new releases, but if you have people that have dark spots and they want that high level derma cosmetic product, I mean, Mary Kay just came out with it, and trust me, your cost as a consultant is way down, way less than somebody who's not. And price point for customers, it's a great price. And then of course the hand creams and all the other good stuff, that limited edition that they came out with. So I'm excited about that. What would you say you're most excited about of the new stuff that you saw?
For me, the serums. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. You know, for the age spots, it happens. You get older, sun damage. I'm so excited for that. Yes,
me too. I'm super excited for the serums because again, I think, you know, it's high level products, and you can compete. Like, you can stand next to any other company that's out there and just say, listen, my company has derma cosmetic products. So if you've always questioned whether or not, you know, we have a derma cosmetic line, yes, we do. All right. And what happened to me there? Okay. I saw my color fade just now. Can you guys see my screen? Did I freeze?
No, you're fine. You're like, you lightened up.
Oh, yeah.
The new,
yeah, I don't know what happened there. I did not do that. All right. And this is our beautiful, I love this, golden rule achieved for February. Oh my gosh. Listen, with what Mary Kay is doing, you don't have to buy any piece of jewelry or anything for yourself anymore, because one, you can even do star consultant and pick up some fun stuff for the house, or you can golden rule achieve and earn some amazing jewelry. And of course, if you're consistent, they do have giveaways that they're giving. So so I'm excited. I'm excited about this war. I know this is gonna look cute, right? Ty, I could see you wearing this. All right. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get into our training. And one of the things that I think it really is gonna kind of tie into what we're doing with this Pace Setters program. And I have to tell you, I remember years ago when we did the Pace Setters and I went to Amy's house. And I have to tell you that that was when I heard about the Miracle Morning. And that's when I started waking up at 5. It didn't start at 5 right away. It started at 5:30. But that was one of the things, like with the Pace Setters, it taught me stuff about leadership, how as a leader, you have to make sure you're taking your vitamins. You have to make sure you're taking time to work out. Give yourself enough time. Wake early. The Miracle Morning, using that, because as leaders, sometimes we are running, and we are giving to everybody else and we don't take time for us. And so the Pace Setters taught me how to, one, make sure you get up early, make sure you plan for your day. So the 6 most important things to do, that was an important list. Having a weekly plan sheet. So if you are busy, you're always on the go, having that weekly plan sheet. So I remembered the first time I heard about 6 most important, I did not understand what it was all about. And I wasn't sure what to include on it. So I'm just going to kind of go through the different steps that should be included. And then I think I want to talk a little bit about, accountability, because that's what the Pace Setters is about. It's not just going on and getting trained. You get trained. Now, what are you doing with that information, right? It's just like you read the Bible, you go to church and you leave. What are you doing with that information, right? Are you just leaving it right there where you learned it? Or are you taking it with you and making a difference and making some changes, or finding areas in your life where you can make changes? So 6 most important things to do. So the step 1 is you want to create your evaluation statement, right? That's step 1. So when it comes on to 6 most important list, it's what is your immediate goal? What is your immediate goal? So what are you really working on right now? So you can just unmute yourself, Ty, and shout it out. So what would you say is something that you're working on now that you would definitely make sure you are including in what you're writing as your 6 most important to do?
Well, right now, I have a goal to pay off a bill. So it's important for me to get to pay that bill off is to follow up with my leads and do lead events. So that was part of my 6 most important today. I contacted 2 different venues. Unfortunately, one won't be ready until 6 months from now. And another one, they'll get back with me. But the thing is, I followed up, I followed through, I procrastinated. But since I started doing this week, I started doing my 6 most important again. And it's like, it's being active. So it's like, I'm doing what I can do to reach my goal.
You're muted. Okay. I think you were finished, right, Ty? Okay. Awesome. So, so for instance, and Ty, I love what you just mentioned, where you're saying that that was one of the things you're working on, because I remembered when I was going in directorship, I said, okay, I want this. So I'm going to listen to everything my director said to the T. And she said, Kanisha, that was one of the things she said, when are you doing your most important? And I was like, I don't know where your 6 most. I said, I don't know. So I said, you know what? Okay, I have time, 10 o'clock at night. So I penciled it into my plan sheet. I literally wrote that in, that I was going to do my 6 most important. It wasn't just up here now, it was on paper. So it kind of forced me, welcome, Natalia. So it kind of forced me to make sure I had that done. So for instance, if your goal, say, is to become a director or to pay off a debt, Are you making the calls like you are supposed to? And for those of you who are unmuted, I'm going to mute you, sorry. Or is it to reach circle of achievement, right? So there is a sheet that I have, that it's the 6 most important list. So it kind of helps to guide you. What do you put on that and what do you put as priority, right? So based on your immediate goal, then that evaluation statement will include that in there. Number 2, step 2, you want what's called the splatter list. Splatter list. So I used to do a lot of splatter list, meaning I just write everything that needs to get done. So the splatter list, and this is not just Mary Kay, you guys, this is for your everyday life as well. I can tell you at my work, at the office, on my I had a little mobile desk, I have a list of little stickies of things that need to get done. Call this patient, return this call, do this, call Richard. You know, I have all these other things, and I'm going to call that my splatter list. And then based on my priority, then I'll go ahead and change that order. Now, it has on the splatter list, list every item that needs to be done. List every item that needs to be done. So everything Mary Kay, non-Mary Kay related, write it down, right? Now, in this box, there's 2 sections. And what I'll do is, once the meeting is over, I will scan and share it. One has delegate to, right? Delegate to, and then exactly what needs to be done. So when you're delegating, because that, I know that's some of the hardest things for us to do, right? We have a hard time delegating. Delegate what needs to be done and exactly what needs to be done. So who are you delegating to? And then exactly what needs to be done. Welcome, ladies. So name one thing that you know that you can delegate, and who do you think you have in your circle that you can delegate to? So what is one thing that may be on your splatter list that you know you need to delegate? So who can you delegate it to, and exactly what needs to be done? So go ahead, Ty.
I guess for me, and I don't, and I should, while my husband's watching TV, he could be labeling my inventory that comes in for me. That way I don't have to worry about it. In fact, I should have given him my pants to take the hem out of for this week. So, and I didn't. I'm sitting here doing it. But yes, we don't want to delegate those things. But, you know, if I had children, I would be able to say, hey, go ahead and do this and then finish my inventory for me. And, you know, just give them something that they want. You know, this is, you know, a way to work towards what you want. So it makes them happy. It's a win-win situation. So my order comes in this weekend. My husband's
Yes. Yeah. And teach him how to do it. I can't tell you the last time I've labeled stuff. I have somebody that I asked to help me. And the kids, well, my kids, they think it's stickers, so they like it. But I have somebody that helps me put the labels because she knows where to put it, so we're not covering up the name of the product. So the other thing I remembered, one thing I delegated, and when I was in directorship, was cleaning. You know, I used to have, unfortunately, she passed away, but I had a lady that, you know, I would have her come in because honestly, unless it's therapeutic for you, but cleaning, it's taken away from the things I need to do. This I need. I need to do my I get to do my training, not need. I get to do my training. I get to go out and encourage others. And when I'm hiding behind a mop and a broom, honestly, that's not really changing my life. But there's some people that enjoy cleaning, so why not delegate to them, right? And you may be spending, paying them a few bucks, but that's going to force you to go out and get that extra money. If you don't have that money to pay right now, it's going to force you to go out and get that extra money, and you'll be surprised how God will blow your mind. Step 3. So this is the 6 most important things to do, right? What can be delegated? We said that already. And now write the name. So determine what can be delegated. Write the name of the person beside those items, and give that person a copy of the list, right? Because how often do we say we're going to delegate and we end up doing it anyway because nobody can do it better than us? Yeah, right. Seriously, nobody can do it better. We think nobody can do it better than us. But guess what? Sometimes a person may not do it exactly like how we do it, but they do it just as good and it gets the job done. It's okay. And I know Chilean should know about this because she's in HR, right? I'm sure she's had to delegate a few times. Step 4, evaluate the list. So evaluate the remaining items so based on your statement, your evaluation statement, you want to evaluate or kind of take a look at your splatter list. If it doesn't bring you closer to your goal, leave it on the splatter list to do later when you have time. So remember, the splatter list is everything that needs to get done, right? But you're also going to have another list where, like, these are my priorities. Like, I make booking calls, right? Because that's going to get you closer to your goal of 30 faces. That's going to get you closer to your goal tie of, having more leads, events, having more connections, right? So those are things that you would definitely take off your splatter list. The other stuff like labeling, maybe some of the e-news, like the customer service stuff that you can do by mail, you can probably do that after 9. They usually tell us anything after 9 can be anything that's not going to take away from your business, right? So you want to do that after 9 p.m. Step 5, the 6th most important thing you need to do personally today. So I'll just kind of show you what the sheet looks like. Oh, can you see it? Sorry. Oh, I'll just scan it and show you. But at the bottom, it has a task and a task detail. So under the 6th most important thing you need to do personally today, write in the space below only the 6 most important items that need to be done by you personally today, right? Only by you, not what you're delegating. That was what the splatter list was for. Write in the space, be precise in noting what needs to be done. For example, if you need to file the papers on your desk, then file the papers on your desk. Don't spend additional time organizing your files while you're at it. Because honestly, that is how you get distracted. Well, you know what? Since I said I was going to organize my desk, file my papers, since I'm here, you know what? This is a little dusty. Let me dust that off. Oh, you know what? This is a new product. Let me take a look and see. Let me give it a try. By the time you're done, the day is over and you forgot why you were in there in the first place, right? You get distracted and now you spend plenty time doing something that wasn't on your list, and that takes you away from your goal. And step 6, review the list. Review your list the following morning, right? Because you want to write the list the night before. Review your list the following morning to make certain you've chosen the appropriate items for that day, and then you tackle the list. When I say tackle, Chilean, that was one of the words that she usually would use, tackle, that she's going to write a list and tackle. So this is just a 6th most important, and I like this because it breaks it down. Now, for those of you who came on after, we were just talking about accountability. We were talking about the Pacesetters program that our national is about to start doing, and how this tied into the 6 most important to-do list. It's not just America. It is things that people are doing in corporate America, you guys. So they're doing it in corporate because you just can't be running all over the place. You need to be guided by a list on a daily basis so that will get you closer to your goal. All right. Anybody have any questions about the 6 most important list? Or what is the 6 most important? You guys are all familiar with that?
Can I say that you explained it very good. I had no idea about the splatter part. So that's what I'm going to do. I know that grocery shopping was a big deal. So we started having we order from a company, we pick what we want to eat. We know that's what we're going to eat this week. And my husband and myself we do it together. But, that cuts down on going to the grocery store. So, but I like that splatter list.
Yes.
I'm going to be more effective with my 6 most important. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yes. And what I'll do is when I'm done, I will scan this and I'll share it with you guys so that you can see but it helps you to keep organized, because honestly, if not, you're all over the place and the day is done and you're like, oh my God, I didn't get to do this one thing that I know I needed to do, right? And of course,
Tanisha, if I may say, it really, I'm listening to you and I'm smiling and I'm like, did she look into my life? Did she look into my house? But it's a testament to the fact that this is scientific, this is proven, this is something that has been tested and persons know that it works, and it's not unique to us. What we're going through is not unique to us. There are projects, various projects I'm working on, and to the point that Kanisha made, you walk into the closet and you said, okay, I'm just going to reorganize the top shelf. That's my goal for today. But like she said, you saw a piece of clothing and you're like, oh, this has some dust. Let me go dust it. Let me go wash it. But that's really wasn't your goal. And it's really that laser focus that's going to get you, because you know what? When you have the list and you're able to check off that you accomplished what you had on the list, it gives you that accomplishment, which gives you the motivation and the energy that you need. But when you have a list and you're distracted by other things, they don't something off your list, you're like, and you beat up when you're like, oh, the list, I didn't get anything done, and you feel low and you feel, but when you get that check mark, it gives you that motivation. So it's really that laser for us to stay on track.
Absolutely. And I have to tell you, I didn't want to be bothered with the list at first, but I remembered when I was going in directorship, I said, you know what? I know how bad I want this. So everything my director said, well, my national now said to do, I said, I'm going to do it. And that was one of the things she emphasized. And you know what? It is so true. It really keeps you organized because we do have busy lives. You guys know my life, busy, it's crazy. But when you do have that, it really helps to guide you. One of the things that can go on your list, if you have a key person that you met that you know you need to call, that's somebody you could put on the list and put the number of the person next to the name. Don't just say call, say for example, Chilean. Don't say call Chilean. But then now you're going through your list and now wait, I got to find her number. Where's her number? Let me go in my phone. Oh shoot, I forgot to save her number. Where'd I put her number? But if you plan the night before, it is in your list. It's right there. And maybe what you can do, you can probably print out maybe a couple of these and, maybe print out 30 for the month already so that you can or have a notebook that you could just write those 6 most important lists every night, right? To keep you organized. All right. So, and thank you guys for participating so far. Now, one of the things I wanted to mention was accountability. That was one of the things that I realized I needed to have to help me be successful. The reason why, not a bad thing, the reason why, when you are children, right, you're accountable to your parents. When you go to school, you're accountable to your teachers. When you're older, you become an adult, who are we accountable to? We grew up knowing accountability, right? And unfortunately, some of us need that accountability. It's not saying that you have somebody over you micromanaging you. Your director, your national is not micromanaging you, but it's saying, you know what? I am going to be accountable. I'm gonna stick with it. So that's why whoever you're picking as your partner, as your buddy, it's somebody that's going to hold you true to that accountability. So say, for example, you want to lose weight, right? I'm just using that as an example. Who is your accountability person? Sometimes people partner up with somebody else and will take a picture and show, okay, this is what I'm eating today, or this is what I'm drinking, just so that, or you're working out, you're waking up at 5, you're going to the gym, like those kind of things for that accountability to get you to that goal, right? Because honestly, if you're not accountable, it's easy to slack off. I have to tell you, I'll give you an example. After I had my first son, I needed to work out. I would bring my clothes, then I would work 12-hour shifts, and then I would want to go to the gym. I would go sometimes, be there 2 hours, but then there were days I was exhausted and I would just drive right past the gym. So I hired a trainer and I was working with a private trainer. And guess what? I knew he was waiting on me every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7:30. I finished the office at 7. And you want to know what? Even though sometimes I didn't want to show up, I still showed up because I knew he was waiting. There was that accountability, right? And so that is something that we may need. What are other accountability? We said we're going to write a book, right? We may need that accountability. You said you're going to start a business. Who did you share that with? There's typically no accountability for us to get it done. So we want to make sure that we have that person. And that's why that buddy, that partner can be that person. So with the Paysetters program, I think it's going to be great accountability because we are going to be looking for you to do what we say to do, the work, right? You said you're going to make your booking calls every day for an hour. Okay. Send us what you did. What was the result of your calls? And it's not something that's going to hurt you. It's only going to help you. I have to tell you. Help your buddy and yourself set better goals, right? When we have a broad goal, the failure comes in not knowing where to start. So a lot of times we have a goal, and I can tell you I'm one of them. And sometimes I'm like, okay, where do I even start? Where do I even start? Guess what? It's better to start and not know than to procrastinate. It really is. And then you learn along the way. How many times do you think people go in business, they make mistakes because they're along the way, they got started anyway. It wasn't perfect, but they knew they had a goal and they got started, right? Just like with your MK. Create smart objectives that follow these guidelines. So S, specific. Chillian, you had a comment?
No, Kenisha. I just wanted to add that you can just get started. It's sometimes you have paralysis because you don't know where to start or how to start, or you think it's daunting. But I can tell you, once you get started, you realize, oh, it's moving along. It's flowing. Oh, this is how it works. And I learned that lesson in college. There were times you got assignment and you're like, oh my God, this project. And you can put it off enough and that's when you buckle down, you get going, sit down, you. And what as you thought that it would be, or it wasn't as difficult. So I just want to underscore that you just get started.
Thank you for sharing, Chillian. And yes, when something, especially if you don't know how to, or just where to start, and that's a lot of people in society right now. They may want to start a foundation and they don't know where to start. I can tell you, I've learned from my dad, get started anyway. I remember he, left the business and 2 weeks later he opened up a business, and he didn't know, like I've learned so much from him. He didn't know where to start. But he went in and learned as he went along. And guess what? You make mistakes, but you learn from that. So when you're setting these, they say you want to set SMART objectives, and it means something. It has an acronym. SMART, so S is specific, right? You want to be specific when you're writing these goals down that you're going to work towards. M, measurable. So how long is it going to take you, right? You say you're going to do this in 3 weeks or 3 months. And so when it's measurable, it means that you have to break it down so that you can measure it. So if you say you want to see 30 faces this month, for example, break it down by the week. And then you break it down by each day. Like how many faces can you see per day? Or do you have specific times? Now, A, attainable. So that's also part of SMART, attainable. Yes, you wanna set big goals, but you want to set goals too that are attainable, right? Nothing that's gonna, yes, you want to set scary goals, but you want to set goals that are also realistic. So I'm not going to say I'm going to be a national tomorrow, because that's not going to happen. It takes time to get to that point. And I know how many directors it takes to get to that level. So when I'm setting that goal, I have to be realistic, right? You have to do it in stages. Are relevant? Is it relevant? The goals that you're setting, is it relevant to where you're working at or what you want to accomplish right now? And then of course, T, time oriented. How much time is it going to take you to get to that goal? And of course, you want to be honest with each other, you guys. We should subject ourselves to uncomfortable situations where we take on the beginner's mindset and force ourselves to grow. Chilean kind of touched on that. And one of the things they mentioned at leadership, they said, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Think about that. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because when you are uncomfortable, right, you are stepping out of your comfort zone. No, success does not happen in your comfort zone. So I have to tell you that was something that I remember they said, and a couple of times I heard it. And you want to know something? I went to church that weekend and the pastor talked about the same thing, about get uncomfortable, that it's okay to get uncomfortable, right? I don't enjoy calling people on the phone. I really don't. But the way I looked at it, I'm like, God, I'm doing your work. I'm doing your work. So why am I afraid? If I'm making a call, I mean, it's a person like myself. If they say no, so be it. So get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And an accountability partner or person or buddy gives you the rare opportunity for brutal honesty. So you're going to be honest with a person. You're not going to put them down, but you're going to be honest and say, you know what? I don't know. You told me that you wanted to accomplish your jacket, or you wanted 60 faces, right? Because we have that challenge, whoop, whoop, 60 faces. So, so that's something. If you have an accountability person, they're going to remind you that, hey, you told me you're going to work on what's going on with your faces. Come on, you can do it. And also to encourage you, of course. The other thing, under accountability, ask great questions. Smart people ask questions because they know it's the best way to get the true heart of a matter. So don't be afraid to ask questions. You know what? I find that sometimes people are afraid to admit that they don't know something. And so sometimes they shy away from asking questions. Listen, I'm a director. Yes, I don't know everything. I don't. So if somebody asks me something, if I don't know, I'll find out the information for them. Like there was somebody that asked me something, not with me, MK, but about our clinic related. I don't know the answer, so I'm going to find out that information, right? So ask questions. When you're too busy to work out this week, what are you really saying, right? If you're doing weight loss, chances are you had time to watch Netflix or grab drinks, or maybe you were nervous about walking into a new gym. So what are you really telling yourself? You know what, let me organize this. You know why? In my case, it's because I'm trying to avoid those phone calls. But I know that I need to do that. I get to make the phone calls. And if I don't make those calls, I'm not connecting with the women. I'm not doing the work that God has me doing. So I need to make sure I'm doing that. Also, who are you surrounding yourself with? Who are the friends that you're spending time with? Now, don't get me wrong. There are some, unfortunately, family members too that can definitely may not be great at accountability. Sometimes your family members are the ones that actually let you off the hook. So it may not be a good idea to use them as your accountability buddy. You may want to use somebody outside of your family circle. And if it's up to you, you may have some family members that will hold you accountable. So you have to make that decision. So in closing, because I know we're out of time, the reason we talk about accountability, because that's the only way you're going to be successful. There are some people that don't need it, praise God. I know I'm one of them that need the accountability. And so you can be accountable to your director, your national, or maybe somebody that is going in the same direction as you and have the same goal. And if you find that you're not getting the results, you may want to reach higher up. You don't want to reach to people that are going to let you off the hook and say, oh, you should just quit Mary Kay. Are they really encouraging you? I don't think so, right? How many times have I heard that? So anyway, any questions, thoughts, or comments before we get into the pampering? No. All right. Guess what? The best way to get the success in this business is the connections. The best way to make the connections is to get in front of people. The best way to get in front of people is to do either, you know, doing live, you meet people, or lead events. That's another way to meet people. I've had some of the greatest successes are from me doing lead events, I can tell you. So, so let's go out and get some new leads this weekend, right? We have a couple things coming up this weekend. So I'm super excited about that. All right. At this time, if you guys want to grab your bowl with me, please, you can go ahead and grab your bowl right now. And the reason why, because I remembered when I used to go to my MNL, the reason why I still show you guys, because I want you to get so comfortable where you see me do it many a times that you can do it yourself when you have your group. So listen, I can always hop off and say, go do your own thing, or I can show you so that you see it enough times. And you never know who's gonna watch this video and connect and come back and say, you know what, I think I could do what you do, Kenisha. Or I think I like the sisterhood, I wanna be a part of it. So go ahead, if you want to participate with me, you could grab your bowl, grab your water. Let me grab my water really quickly. All right, and so we are going to get started with the pampering session. And I am excited because of the new, let me show you our book. I am excited. So if you love the booster, so Monday, we're going to go into details about these, but the boosters, these are incredible. These are the newest releases that we have. So if you have not ordered your new catalogs yet, this is the new catalog. I didn't order any. I mean, I did order, I didn't get mine, but these are the new catalogs. And especially, you know, you're going out there, you will have this to show. So on this, I know you probably can't see it, is the newest release, the ferulic niacinamide brightener. So this one is for people that want to even out their skin tone, have spots. This is high level dermocosmetic. The second one is the PHA and AHA resurfacer. So this is also high level anti-aging. And it helps to, you know, make your skin look younger, right? These are, again, part of the dermocosmetic line. And the other two are the C+ resveratrol and the hyaluronic acid ceramide. So that is all on the front of our new lookbook. And let me tell you, you guys, these are high level. I'm super excited about our newest products. So Monday, we are going to go into details about the product. You're going to get a sneak peek. If you were a Golden Rule Achiever, you can invite guests on. So you will get to come on with guests. All right. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do our face tonight together. If you guys want, you could do it with me. You can do it with me. So first and foremost, I'm going to go with my oil-free eye makeup remover. And I'm just going to go really quickly. And if you have any questions, Chillian, are we working together? Ty's doing it with me. Sisters that cleanse together, stay together. So I'm just using my cotton pad. All right, let's do a show and tell. So this is my eye. And look at Ty's. So this is my eye post, my oil-free. And what I like about the oil-free eye makeup remover is that it has protein in there, helps to nourish your lashes. And if you have, it also helps to kill those eye mites, pesky eye mites. So I'm going very gently around the eyes because the skin around the eyes are very sensitive. So we don't want to be too aggressive, right? That is my eye. See? I know I feel naked now. I know I get so used to having my shadow and all of that fluff. Oh. All right. So now we are going to start out now. Usually, of course, I love my brush. I used it this morning. So I'm going to I have my disposable washcloth that I'm going to be using. So I have my bowl of water. We're just doing it for demo purposes. But I'm going to wet my washcloth. And Ty, you're probably doing the repair line. I'm going to be using our Miracle Set. My sister the other day bought the 3D, and she also bought the repair line. Yeah, Ty's using her brush. So we're doing this together. I'm wetting my face, my chin, and my décolleté.
Tanisha, I use my 3D in the morning and my repair line at night.
I wonder if that's what she's doing. She didn't say, but I know she bought both of them. I know when my husband tried it, he loves the repair one because it has a nice creamy feel to it. So the repair line, like what Ty is using, not that you have to be that age group, but it's for people 40 and older, and it's for people with moderate to severe signs of aging. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove my cleanser. So the one I'm using is the 3D, and with the 3D, it has resveratrol and vitamin B3. And what I like about these cleanser, it has little beads in there. It has beads that are going to do a gentle exfoliation. So I remove my cleanser. And Ty used her brush. And what I have to tell you is when you use the brush versus your hands, you do get a better wash. And the nice thing about the brush, it has like a, you notice it has like a buzzing feel into it. It's actually imitating the bumblebee, which Mary Kay, that is one of our symbols, the bumblebee, because aerodynamically, the bumblebee is not supposed to fly. And so the brush actually mimics the wings, the sound and the wings of the bumblebee. And so it has a sonic feel, but it's not aggressive, too aggressive and abrasive on your face. So now that I've done that, I cleansed. What I'm going to do is just a quick thing. So usually I would do some type of exfoliant on my face, like microderm or charcoal mask is one of my newest favorites. Clay mask, I love those. And you see what's behind me? Those hydrating masks are amazing, you guys. So what I'm going to do, we're not doing that right now for time purposes, but I am doing my satin lip. So I'm just going to exfoliate with that. And who could tell me, put it in the chat, how many times a week? And Ty's using hers as well. How many times a week should you do the lip mask? You could just put it in the chat. How many times a week? You could put it in the chat if you're not sure. So twice. Twice a week is okay, right? If you put that in the chat, you are correct. Now, I'm going to show you one of my newest things that I include now in my line. I am religious about my C+ resveratrol. Did you see that? There was like a nice little glow a while ago. And Ty has hers as well. Love, love, love. And if somebody has sensitive skin, this is perfect for them. This is similar to what you would get in a dermatologist's office. And I'm using, so I know they say 6 to 8 drops. For me, 4 drops are okay, right? So that's kind of what I've been doing right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I put it on all over. So this is C+ resveratrol, pure vitamin C, and resveratrol, which has antioxidants in there. And I love the fact that it doesn't have a fragrance. I love the fact that it's non-comedogenic. It will not clog your pores. And these are strong enough to where you'll see results in as quick as 1 to 2 days. And I don't know, I saw you, Ty, using it on the back of your hands. I was watching another director recently, and she does the same thing where she puts it on the back of her hands. Now, the next thing I put on is the hyaluronic acid and ceramide hydrator. Now, I know that it says hydrator, and Ty has hers there too. Again, we're doing 4 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it depends on you. If you find that you do the 4 drops is not enough, go ahead and do what they say. They recommend 6 to 8. Now, Ty, when you put this on, or anybody else who uses it, don't you feel like your face is lifted? I can tell you, I feel my face tightening when I use this. Like when I have it on, it makes my face feel plump. And oh yeah, I said 2 times for the lip mask before wearing red. Yes. What I can tell you is when you use the hyaluronic acid and ceramide, you literally feel your face tightening and it feels plump. It also is a plumper, right? That's the other thing. So these are, again, and they last, like I've been using this for a little while. They last a long time. And if you don't want to pay full price, talk to your consultant about how you can get it half off.
Can I tell you that I have some patches from where the dermatologist has cut me, and the scarring is rough. But when I use the last one we just did, the HA and ceramide, oh my goodness, my face is so smooth. And I mean, it's amazing how different my face feels.
Yes, I agree. I'm in love with these boosters. So of course, you know, when I saw the releases, the new ones, oh my gosh, I was already texting people, but of course I'm going to get it for myself so I can see how it works for me. Not that I need much done. So once I've done that, so you saw what I just did. I did my cleanser. You know, you want to wait a little bit, let that air dry. Then you use the C. So I would say alphabetical order. C comes before H. Or the other way, I've heard some people say use the thinner serum before you use the thicker. So that's another way of looking at it. So C comes before the hyaluronic acid. And then I'm going to put on my eye cream. So I put on my eye cream. And there are some people that love to mix and match. So Ty probably uses the Time-Wise Repair. I'm using the 3D right now. Have I used the Repair one? Yes. There are times I would use the Repair. So I'm just going to apply on my eye. And then if it's daytime, you're going out, you could do your SPF, or nighttime, I could switch it out and do my my night cream. And the nice thing about the 3D night cream, and Ty can probably show you hers. Hers is in a jar. And what I love is that that thing is so encapsulated that when she pumps the last pump, you open up that jar, you probably will not see anything inside. It gets every last drop. And this is when you know your house loves Mary Kay. When I see my husband cutting the container and he's like digging out the last bit. And you know, that's when you know they love Mary Kay. And then he comes and says, listen, I'm going on the road. I need my own stuff. So the night cream does have resveratrol in there and vitamin B3, which means that it's also a naturally skin lightening as well. And then look at Ty. So hers has just a nice, unique way and very well packaged as well. But it's one of our top products. Like I actually just brought a kit over to somebody recently, and she's excited about it. The other thing about Ty's products, I don't know if you know Ty, you know, it has stem cell in there, plant stem cell. So that's why when you use it, you'll see results in as quick as sometimes 3 days. But you can mix and match. There's some people that use the lifting serum from Ty's collection, the repair line, and they pair it with our miracle set. So Ty's holding up, let me spotlight her a little bit. So Ty is holding the lifting serum, and also on the side of it, it shows you when you're almost done. So you're never gonna run out of products again. So we could tell Ty's using her products, right?
Yes.
So yes, you'll never run out of products again. And then last but not least, I mentioned this already. So I'm gonna just put a little bit. So Ty already put on her skincare, and I'm gonna do the same and just apply it a little bit. A little goes a long way, right? And by the way, if you meet somebody and they want to try the products, if they want to just try it on the hand show back here, you can do it right then and there. So that, you know, when you get in front of people, that's another option. If somebody doesn't have time, you meet them in a bank or wherever you meet them, or Starbucks, I've done that before. You can just have them try it on the back of their hand. All right, now what I'm going to do, this is a quick thing, right? We don't have time. I did this with somebody the other day where I said, all right, now that you did your skincare, now we're just going to do our CC cream. That's it. Now I do have a show this weekend. So what am I going to do with the models? I am going to use a CC cream, but I'm using the CC cream with foundation, because if you want that finished look, the CC cream is the bomb to keep your foundation locked, but also you have that dewy feel, that dewy look, not greasy. It's a nice dewy, like glow that you have, like your skin looks nice and healthy. So 2 pumps on the back of my hand is enough. Foundation brush. And you've probably seen me use multiple ways of applying CC cream. Guess what? It's totally up to you. And now I'm putting it over my eyes, right? It's okay to do that too. Because when I do my brows, if I don't put on my CC cream first, I'll put the concealer over my eyes. And what it does, it kind of blends everything nicely. So look, you see how the CC cream, I'm using deep. And then I'm actually using my liquid foundation brush to apply it. And
Plus,
a little goes a long way.
Putting it all over, especially under your eyes, helps take care of those dark eyes rings.
Oh yeah,
That
absolutely.
means less makeup you have to apply.
Yes, true. So true. What I've been doing lately in the mornings, I've been pumping. Sometimes I do 1 pump of my CC and I put my foundations on it. And I kind of use the tip of my brush and mix it together. And then I apply it. So that's another way of applying it. So I'm just using that. And then I'm going to just use my, last but not least, I'm using a little bit of my lip balm. Especially Valentine's Day coming out. You want to have kissable lips, right? So that's me without makeup and just some CC cream. You don't have a lot of time. Guess what? You can always put on a little bit of lipstick. This is Midnight Red. You're in the skincare and makeup business. Guess what? You got to look the part. And that is me without makeup, right? So just some CC cream and amazing skincare. And that's another way of, so yes, I didn't spend time and do my brows, but that is just another way how you can showcase our products as well. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm just going to share the cost so that you're not sitting there wondering what does what I'm doing cost, right? Skincare is an investment, you guys. And so when you're taking the time, there it is. When you're taking the time to invest in your skin, you're investing in you. And so the miracle set, that was what I showed you tonight. Of course, Ty did the Time-Eyes repair. The miracle set, literally, it's a miracle in a bag. It comes with the cleanser, it comes with the day, it comes with the night cream, and it comes with the eye cream, you guys. That used to be sold separately. Back in the day when I started Mary Kay, now they give it to you in a set. And that whole thing is $120. Now, remember we talked about doing some type of extra care, which I didn't show you tonight. But you say you wanted to get the microderm and the oil-free eye makeup remover, I include that there. So this whole thing is only $189. So you get the microdermabrasion set, which is used once to twice a week. You get the miracle set. You get the oil-free eye makeup remover. So if you decide you don't want any of those sets, but you rather go with the princess roll-up because you are a true princess, well, guess what comes in your bag? You get the bag for free. You get the miracle set, the microderm. You get the CC cream I showed you. There's a liquid eyeshadow. So literally just sweep that on your eyes, put on some mascara, lipstick, and then you're out the door. And then it includes the oil-free eye makeup remover and the micellar water, which I love, by the way. I do use the micellar water. It breaks down your makeup, and or it can be used as a face wash when you don't have water. All right, and then you get the roll-up bag for free. You can keep everything organized, and that's only $2.99. So literally, if you break it down, it's like $2.49 a day investing in yourself, and this lasts for months. And then if you say, you know what, I'm not a princess, I'm truly a queen, then you literally get everything I mentioned above, and then you add on the satin hands and the satin lips that I tried, and then you get a free brush and a roll-up bag. So any one of these that you like, talk to your consultant about how you can get something like that. And of course, what other options she has for payment, because we have the hub program, right? A little bit of this, a little bit of that, or she can work something out with you with regards to the cost. And so I'm just going to wrap up with some inspiration and to share for those of you who know my story, who know about, you know, working in a crazy world, corporate America. I worked as a physical therapist. I've been a PT. I can't believe it. It's almost 16 years. I know I look 16 thanks to Mary Kay products, but I've been a physical therapist for 16 years, you guys. And I've been with Mary Kay. This year will be 12 years. I have been I was a consultant, and you know what? I did not know what I was missing. And some of you aren't here. You still don't know what you're missing, but whoever is watching this replay, you don't know what it's like until you're in the game. And so you won't know or understand what Mary Kay is all about until you are working with us. And so I didn't know what I was doing. I have to tell you, I just came in because the lady gave me the facial, and I said, I remember writing the check. I said, everything that you just had me use, I would love to have it. And didn't think twice about writing that check because I was looking for something. And so, you know, I was happy to find Mary Kay, and it worked. I'm going to be honest with you, it worked for my skin tone, because every time I went in the store, I would come out and I looked like the Jolly Green Giant when I was in the car, because I looked, you know, whatever foundation they gave me just wasn't right for my skin. So Mary Kay gave me that. But the other thing that Mary Kay gave was the hope that it gave me. It gave me hope. It gave me hope that there was more to life than just going to work and coming home. It gave me hope that I could dream again. It gave me hope that I could step out of my comfort zone. I just did a training, and one of the things we mentioned was how, you know, they said, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So it allowed me to step out of my comfort zone. It allowed me to take risks when it came onto business. It allowed me the confidence that I have. And it made me realize that there was just more to life than just work and watching TV. It reminded me of my big girl dreams. And so as we continue on this journey, my goal, of course, is to continue to empower and enrich other women's life. And so if you want the sisterhood, If you want the personal growth, the free cars, you guys. I wouldn't even get into that story, but you guys know the story about some of you know the story about the car. But we earned our first free car during the pandemic. And I have not had a car payment, and they pay 85% of my car insurance, you guys. Let me tell you, in this day and age, to not have a car payment, to not have to worry about insurance, I'm telling you, and everybody has this opportunity, not just me. You could be a consultant and earn your car. It's just that other things, when you earn your car, you get a lot of other blessings with it. If you want the trips, if you want the diamonds, if you want to be rewarded, those are just some of the things. You want the sisterhood. It comes with the friendships. Oh my gosh, we've laughed together, we've cried together, we're getting ready to go on a trip together. We celebrate together. So much more things that we offer. The legal tax write-offs, I can't even emphasize about that. You get to look beautiful, you get to be confident, just so much more things that we offer you guys. And guess what? We get to pull out those inner girl dreams that you have had, that you have not gotten to see come to fruition, and you get to dream again. So I hope, you guys take this to heart. If there's somebody you can think of, or whoever is catching the replay, you think that you can be good in something like this, or even if you don't think you can be good, but you think you can learn, then I would definitely say give it a try. And I would say give it a try at least for a year. Give it at least 1 year, because Forbes magazine did a study on Mary Kay, the company, and they found that 1 year in the company was comparable to a 4-year college degree. And you know what? I agree. Natalia, you have a comment? No. Good to have you on, by the way. So ladies, I'm just so grateful. I'm excited, and I'm declaring that, our next journey, we're going to go on the pink journey, right? The pink journey, and that's the pink road to Cadillac, and of course, Gold Circle. So next Monday, we have our new releases. So for those of you who are on here, we have some new products. We're going to do a sneak peek on Monday. You are invited to join us. And consultants, if you are a Golden Rule Achiever or A+, you are invited to bring guests on Monday. And I know we're going to be doing some giveaways, so it's going to be nice to hop on and possibly get some of the free products, the new products that are out. All right, ladies, thank you so much for being with us. Oh, look at that. We finished right on time, exactly at 8:59. Thank you for being with us. I hope you enjoyed this evening. If you missed the training, just let us know. I have a YouTube link. You can go back, catch some of the training that you may have missed. Of course, we love when you are on live, because you can ask us any questions. But remember, continue to dream big. If you are on the fence about coming on board with us, I would say do a coffee chat. We love coffee. And so we could do a free coffee chat where you can ask us any questions that you want about the business opportunity or anything else, any questions that you may have in regards to anything else business related. All right. Thank you so much, ladies. Have a great evening and dream big. And for consultants, don't forget tomorrow night, we have new consultant training, not just for new, but also seasoned. And also we have our family fun night. All right. Any closing remarks before we leave?
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ty. All right, Chillian, Alex, Natalia, good night.